A gangster seeks to ruin the life of a girl who rejected him. Then he soon begins to fall for her. Welcome back to Eagle Recaps. Today, I'm going to explain the movie Bad Guy, released in the year 2001. Spoilers ahead, watch out, and take care. The movie begins, and we see our main character, Han, walking down the road. He walks around the city. Han is a gangster and runs a prostitution business. Han was walking down the road when he saw Sun. Sun is also the main character of the film. As soon as he saw Sun, he turned to her. Sun was sitting on the bench. Han went to her and sat down. Sun's boyfriend is coming in a few minutes, and Han is staring at her, so Sun gets scared. After a while, Sun's boyfriend comes. She is leaving, but suddenly, Han kisses her. Now Sun makes a skeptical. Her boyfriend also asks Han to apologize, but Han is not saying anything. He is just watching when some policemen came here and asked him to apologize, but he still did not agree, so the police beat him. Han comes to his house. There we see two of his friends. Han is so angry that he breaks the window. The next day he goes and sits at the same place. When Han sees Sun again, he starts chasing her. Then he finds out what her routine is. Han arrives with his friend when Sun is in the library. Han's friend picks up a purse and puts it with Sun. Sun gets greedy when she sees the purse. She picked up the purse, went to the bathroom, and counted all the money. But soon, Sun gets caught by the person whose wallet she has. He started running after her, but after a while, she stopped running. Now the man checks the purse and he sees he had a lot of money. There was also a check for $10,000. Who will pay all my money now? He starts threatening Sun. He asks what you will do now. Sun tries to run away, but she can't get anywhere. This guy says you can do anything but give me money. If you don't have money, take it and give me money. Sun asks, who will give me a loan? The man says, I know some people who can lend you money. Then the man brings her to a group. Here, she signs an agreement stating that the whole gang will have a right to her body if she cannot pay. That was the plan. This was Han's plan. Now Sun is in big trouble. Han's business is on the road. When the police come here, his friend comes forward and bribes the police. Now in the next scene, when we see Sun with the gangman, Sun can't pay. So the man asks, what are you going to do now? Sun tries to run away, but she is caught. He tries to force her to be intimate, but here, Han's friends come. They beat him hard. Then they bring Sun to the area. Here they leave her with a woman. She asks Sun her name, but Sun didn't answer her, so her boss beats her. Then Sun starts talking. Now they shop for Sun and put her up for display in the store. A man goes and picks up Sun. They both come back into the room. Sun doesn't want to do that. There is a large mirror in this room. Han is looking at everything on the side of this mirror. This guy is forcing Sun, so Han sends his friends to stop him. His friend was not getting to agree, so Han beats him a lot. Now Sun talks to her boss. Her boss asked, why are you doing this? Sun says that I want to be intimate with my boyfriend for the first time. Now it has been arranged. Sun's boyfriend is with her in the car. He asked, why did you call me all of a sudden? Sun hugged him. Han is also watching all this. Han feels jealous. Han goes to her boyfriend and beats him up. Now Sun's boss forcibly sends a man to her. Han goes to his boss and asks, why are you doing all this? The boss says she should know her status. The man forcibly has intimate with Sun. On this day, Han goes to Sun. Sun likes to draw, so he gives her a drawing book. Han is sitting with his friends. One of them is named Myung. Myung says that Sun is very beautiful. He always wanted to date a college girl. Sun was looking at the drawing alone in her room. Han looks at her from behind the mirror, and then he sees his friend Myung coming to Sun. Myung intimate with Sun and said he was very sorry. I think I am responsible for everything. He said that Han trapped her. He tells all this to Sun. Now Sun got very angry and approached Han. She hits him stiff and leaves. Then Han takes a big bat. He tries to hit his friend but doesn't. Myung tells his friend that he likes Sun. That's why he told her everything. Now Sun is sorrowful. She cries a lot. When her boss goes to her, Sun says, "Why am I here? Why are you doing all this to me?" The boss then shows Sun her body. There are also many marks on the body of the boss. She was also beaten when she resisted like Sun. Sun now drinks a lot and falls asleep. At night, Han comes to her and sits down. Sun got up a little and turned to Han and vomited on him. Han then tries to intimate with another woman, but he didn't feel good and left. Sun is unfortunate to be ready the next day. Then she looks in the mirror. Han is watching it too. Han tries to understand her, but suddenly a girl who works for him comes to him and calls him and says there is something wrong. She thinks someone is watching her. Han goes to the girl's room and checks everything, and he finds a camera there. Yoon, another friend of Han, installs this camera. The boss of all the girls is very upset and beats Yoon. Myung explains to Han when Yoon leaves. He says his father has cancer. It will cost a lot of money to treat him. That is why he is doing this all. Han now goes to Yoon and forgives him. On the other side, Sun gets into fights with other girls who work here because she is new here, so every customer wants to intimate with her. Myung is now talking to his friends. He says I should go and tell Han that I love Sun very much. He goes to Han and tells him everything that he loves Sun. He says that if everything is fine, he will marry her. I will forgive you for what you have done to her. Now Myung goes to Sun and tells her all his feelings. Sun can't believe it. Sun says, "Do you love me? So could you help me get out of here?" Myung then helps Sun out. When Sun was near her house, Han picked her up again. Myung finds out that Han has gone to pick up Sun. So he says it will be fine. I miss her so much. Han brought Sun to the beach. On the beach, we see a girl in a red dress. This girl is going to the sea, and Han is watching. On this beach, Sun finds a torn image. Sun picks them up. That night, Han comes to Sun. He starts crying when he comes here. He falls asleep crying. The real boss of his gang, he was in jail, but now he is back. He wants to go to Sun when he comes to the area. Han doesn't like it, so he sends his friend out to his boss. The boss's right-handed man beats Han a lot. Then he and Han have a one-on-one fight, and in this fight, Han kills this man. Now the boss says you haven't changed a bit. He hires him and leaves, but he doesn't forgive him. The boss sends a man with a large glass, and he goes to Han and hits his stomach with that glass. But Han didn't die. He got a proper medical treatment. Now we see in the next scene, Myung and Yoon are both hanging out, and the police come there. Yoon hates every cop. The police find out about his hatred, so the police say, "Why are you looking at me like that?" Myung stops, and the police says that his eyes are like that. That night, Yoon killed that police officer. Han gets furious when he finds out that Yoon has killed the police officer because if Yoon goes to jail, his whole life will be ruined. Yoon's father is also ill. Han regrets it, and now he goes to jail instead of Yoon, and this time, Han will be hanged. Now Han is thrown into the death chamber. When Sun finds out about Han, she gets unfortunate. Her boss comes to her. She says it all happened to you because of Han, and you were sad for him. After that, we see that Yoon comes to meet Han with Sun. Sun spoke angrily. "You have to get out of here now. You can't die like that. You ruined my life. You have to get out of here." In the next scene, the car stops while Yoon is taking Sun. He says, "Get out of here now." He is going to set her free, but Sun disagrees. He sees the photo which he takes from the beach. Han is with a girl in it. This is the same girl who was on the beach. In the next scene, another policeman comes to the area to take a bribe. Yoon has now decided to kill the police officer and go to jail. He now kills the police officer and goes to jail. Even in prison, Yoon doesn't get along with his roommates, so here he got beaten a lot. Today is Han's last day. Yoon starts screaming for Han. When the guard silences him, Yoon locks the guard and comes out. He approaches Han and tells him to tell the truth now, you can save your life. Then Han confesses everything and comes out of prison. Han then goes to Sun's back room and sees Sun. Sun gets the news that Han is out now. Han now goes to Sun. Sun is happy to see him. Han puts her in the car. He leaves her at the place where he first saw Sun. This time, no one is coming to pick up Sun again. That is, it has freed the Sun. Myung loved Sun. Myung says, why did you do that? Myung believes that Han has ruined everything. At night, they both get drunk and fight. In this fight, Myung hits Han in the stomach. Han is addicted to blood, but he survives and gets his treatment. In the next scene, we see Sun on the same beach, and there she finds all the pieces of the picture and completes it. She sees that Han's girlfriend exactly looks like her. When Han saw Sun for the first time, he couldn't believe it. Han did everything wrong with Sun. Sun realized that he loved her very much. After that, she buys the same dress as his girlfriend as in the picture. Han also arrives there shortly. Sun came to Han and sat down. Then we see that Han buys a truck. Here, he puts everything like a bed, a pillow, etc. Now they both start a new life. Everyone thinks Han is dead now, and they're going to live together. That was all from the video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe for more content like this, and hit the like button to help us out. Also, leave a comment if you want us to recap your favorite movie.